Did. I think I did. Okay. I don't think I have that many nerves today. Last time I did it live before an interview that I was so confident I was going to get. I had a mystical fox standing next to my car out of the blue and everything. But yeah, so you know what? Spoiler alert, that job clearly didn't happen, but since that time I picked up a few not new skills or anything, but it has been nice and interesting to learn how to fend for yourself and be more independent, not rely on a company check. And I did just that for about 2 months, where, for the first time, and I don't know how many years of living, I found myself with that amount of time, and I had to figure out how to bring money in. You can't just live and not make money. Sure, you have a savings account that sits there, and you keep on feeding the nest, so to speak. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I can't just be here and not feel like I'm serving some kind of purpose. Now, it's been helpful for me personally to have some time and to go to, like meetings and programs and do internalize, like, the looks within. And I've been on the sobriety trail yet again, and that's it's an old and dead horse I revisit quite often. We know each other by name by now, me and Dead Horse. I started to sell a whole bunch of my collectibles and comics and Super Nintendo games and all that on eBay, and I must say that was pretty good. Based on everything I have. Oh, I'm getting a notation for the meeting or the interview. It's gonna start in like a half hour or so. So I did pretty well for myself selling all these comic books and retro stuff. It's amazing the taste that people have for anything that reminds them of their past. There's a whole business out there that's tapped into already, but if you have anything that's retro or nostalgia related, you can make yourself some money. And I'm glad that I've held on to a lot of stuff from my early days. I was able to make a nice little side nest, if you will. So now I'm wondering, I have enough material to just kind of stay home and start my own business. And it's been nice feeling like I have my own business. All I gotta do is list the item and then make a label, get the boxes. I got a connection from American Express. I get the boxes, ship all these comic books out and all these Super Nintendo games I got. All this stuff that I've had over the span of a lifetime, they're all worth money. I've made a little bit over $2,000 in a span of 1 month just selling crap on eBay, which has been pretty neat. But I am still used to going out and working and getting a company check regardless. So now what I want to do is get a job again, even though it was nice while it lasted. Kind of more peaceful being your own boss. Nobody that has their own personal issues to crash out on you, so to speak. And I'm going to keep the side hustle, and if it can continue to grow, then I think I know what I'm going to do moving forward. But for now, I'm going to go with what's been most secure for me, because I'm taking care of a very elderly mother of 80 years old who literally can't use her dominant hand, and that's emotionally taxing, and you have to be there. Oh, this is a conflict that I have to resolve. Maybe I gotta just hire her a stay-at-home nurse or something, I don't know. But this is like a ritual. Before an interview, I get on here and I just speak to loosen myself up a little bit before I check in. And it looks like I like to be early. Looks like there's some people already lined up about to check in, and I gotta be amongst the first group. So just had to do my rant just to feel comfortable, but at least no matter what, I don't feel any sense of pressure, because I've learned that I know how to take care of myself and make money on my own without a company. Just gotta learn to make sure to not dodge the IRS man if that's the path I go. At any age in life, you will be reminded time and time again that you are self-sufficient. You don't necessarily need to work for a company if you have the grind and the ambition, and that's what I have learned, and that was actually very useful. But anyway, back to the corporate world for the time being. But now I know there's more paths out there for me. Screw it, that's it. I'm going in, kids.